Dear students, it is the third video for the week 14, lecture 27, and in this video we will talk about the different crops that Pakistan is producing, and we will start with the major crops and a little review about it. The very first crop is wheat. Wheat is the staple diet of the country, means the major diet of the country, and Pakistan holds an important position in the field crop when it is the 10th in the world of the field production. And wheat production contributes 2.9% of its GDP because we produce wheat to Afghanistan, Iran and the related areas. Fine. Wheat is a tall plant having average height of 1.2 meters or 4 meters. Wheat is used in manufacture of flour, production of breakfast food, feed for livestock, mean जिसे भूसा कहते हैं. In these areas the feed is used. So gandam is really a very important part of our life. Climate is a major contributor for the growth of wheat, as a specific temperature and rainfall is required for the growth of wheat. Clear? कि खास किस्म का टेम्परेचर भी इसको चाहिए. Wheat is a rabi crop, hence sown in winter and harvested in the hot, dry weather. Fine. तो ये एक रबी क्रॉप है जिसे आप सर्दियों में बोते हैं, खास तौर पर आखिरी जनवरी फरवरी में बोते हैं, और अप्रैल मई में इस फसल को क्रॉप कर लिया जाता है. इसको पंजाबी में कहते हैं गा लिया जाता है या इसको काट लिया जाता है. फाइन. Wheat is usually grown in areas where rainwater is not sufficient. So in Pakistan, 83% of wheat grown areas are irrigated. Remaining is usually not grown. भाई ये जिन एरिया में पानी की कमी होती है वहाँ पर गंदम नहीं उगाई जा सकती. Fine. So the areas we have already discussed, the soil of the Indus Plain and the areas of Punjab mostly are important for the wheat. Next thing is jawar, fine, or bajra, millet. Jawar and bajra, these are the English names and these are the local name. Jawar and bajra are sown in both areas where irrigated or unirrigated and are included in kharif crops. Mean it can work well. ये irrigated area में भी हो जाती है और unirrigated में भी हो जाती है, but it grows well in the semi-dry areas. ठीक है. Bajra and jawar are the very important part of our diet, especially in the rain-fed areas like Potwar, Plateau, Balochistan, KPK. People would eat bajra and all of this. This is also used as a fodder. ये जानवरों के चारे के तौर पर भी इस्तेमाल होता है. And they both are full of energy. Fine. The region, growing region of jawar and bajra are Gujarat, Khushab, Rajanpur, Clear, Mandi Baudin, Lodra, Jiji Khan, Gujarat, Jhang. In Sindh, Jacobabad, Dadu, Khairpur, Balochistan, Nasirabad in Balochistan, Bulan, Kolu, Jafrabad. These areas are of the Balochistan. KPK include Diay Khan, Karak, in Punjab, Attak, Rawalpindi, Mianwali, Diay Khan. Mean you have seen arid or semi-arid areas. Sindh, Tharparkar, Nawab Shah, Hyderabad and Sangar. Next is barley and rice. Another very important crop is rice. Rice, rice is an important food as well as cash crop for Pakistan. And it is the 0.6% of the entire GDP. Rice is really a wonderful crop that is used as food everywhere in the world. Fine, especially in Pakistan, Kashmir, the region of uh, Sialkot and the upper Punjab, the people are fond of rice and they produce the rice as long. In the nearest regions, Bengalis and Middle East, they eat rice. Pakistan produces world's best rice, and the kernel rice and many other types of rice are produced. But unfortunately, uh, according to the rules of WTO, World Trade Organization, Pakistan is unable to sell its rice by its own products. Indians have or other international community have taken their rice to sell out. This is unjust. For the rice, you very need mild soil full of water. पानी की बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरत होती है. Thereby, the rice is also produced where the lavish water is available, and it needs a bit moist area to produce fine. The next, and it is after the maize we go to the next very important, tobacco. Tobacco is also a very important kharif crop, and it is used for enjoyment. Nicotine is the element which is found in tobacco. The areas, especially of KPK, like Mardan, Sawabe, and other areas, they are very famous for tobacco. But not just there. In Kashmir and Punjab areas, tobacco is produced for special local usages. Fine. Although tobacco is forbidden, yet using tobacco in desi manner, like in hookah and other annexations with other components, the worst phase, the worst impact of the tobacco can be reduced. Fine, and this is really cotton. Pakistan was once the leading country in the world for the cotton and its production of byproducts like thread and parcha or mean cotton cloths. Fine, and it constitutes 4.5% of the agriculture. Clear, and Pakistan unfortunately has facing many problems. Although Pakistan has a full-fledged research and ministry about to manage the problems of the issues regarding to the cotton. Fine. The areas mostly for cotton are Rajanpur, Diji Khan, Multan, Jhang, in Sindh, Sakkar, Mirpur Khas, Umarkot, and Hyderabad. Also, some of the areas like Sargodha and also they produce cotton, but that is not at that large scale. Condiments and vegetables. Dear students, vegetables are a very important part of our day-to-day life, and these vegetables not just complete the deficiency of our food, local food supply, but also by exporting the vegetables to the other countries, Pakistan earn a lot. And here you find the variety of vegetables: shaljam, brinjal, kaddu, kheere, or gajre, mooli. I mean, there are many vegetables, variety of vegetables, both of the winter and the summer. So these vegetables are best substitute of the uh, animal fat, clear, and they also are full of nutrients and energy. And especially uh, people of subcontinent are vegetarian in nature, and they like vegetables. Vegetables are cooked up with various other uh, things, like in with the beef and chicken and many others. Clear? Here is tomato, chilies, brinjal, potato. These all are the vegetables which are used in the mixed way. Well, uh, you must be amazed that most of the agriculture existence in KPK, northern areas, Punjab, and Sindh is based on the producing of vegetables. Really, the one who can produce vegetable, even a small tract of land is enough. You can enjoy producing vegetables even at your house if you find an open place where you can grow the vegetables and you can enjoy. Next thing is oil seeds. Oil seeds are really a very important part of our diet. It is long ago when people would use human protein like desi ghee and other things to cook their foods. But now, as the population has increased and the consumption of meat is made by other way, or the consumption of dairy products has increased, thereby oil seed like brassica, सरसों का तेल, like soya bean, surajmukhi. These are the substitutes of oil that these are used in making ghees and other oils. And somehow the research says that these oils are more beneficial than the uh, oils produced by the or protein produced by the animals. Dear students, another important phase of producing fruit, uh, agriculture is fruit. Fruit make they are the huge source of energy and taste. The industry of fruit has a great expansion in Pakistan and also in the world. All kind of beverages like Nestle and Frutella and many international companies, they produce the fruit and they enjoy a lot. They gain a lots of exchequer and money. Well, fruits are also used in jams and jellies and achars and pickle, like these things. Fortunately, Pakistan is the luckiest country in the world that produces the best thing. For example, number one, Pakistan is number one in producing mangoes and exporting it to the world. These areas include Muzaffargarh, Rahim Yar Khan, Multan. These areas are magnificent in producing of the mango. Fine. And you find that this mango is complete favorite, is matchless. Second is citrus fruit, Malta. Fine. Kinnu. Sargodha is called the California of Pakistan because of its huge crop. Secondly, the areas near Khanpur Dam, near Sindh River, and around the river of Kabul. These areas produce so sweet malta and other things that the taste is unique and magnificent. Next is banana, hot crop produced in Sindh especially, and it's a very important. The banana produced in Pakistan is very delicious, clear. Goa, amrud, fine. So these crops, that mango and banana and Goa, these are the crops of the hot areas, of the flat areas. Whereas Pakistan produce number one, peach, almond, apples, pomegranates, grapes in the world. The areas of northern areas, Kashmir, KPK, Balochistan, these areas produce the world's best and delicious fruit. Whereas other fruits like watermelons and sarde or garme and all these are the areas fruit produces in the desert areas, and they are the source of huge energy, especially watermelons and others. They are very source of energy and digestion in the bit in the summer seasons. Jamun, it's a fruit produced in lowlands, especially if you have ever a chance to enjoy jamun, especially in these areas, Rawalpindi and Islamabad, they are very delicious. Uh, well, dear students, it is a brief survey about the different kind of fruits which are produced in Pakistan. One thing is very important, they are the medicinal plants that Pakistan's areas like Chitral, KPK, northern areas and the Potwa region, that is the best for producing of the medicinal plants. These plants are used for the local medication and as well as they have the international contribution. I hope this that you have understood. Thank you.